version of the Metro 6R4. This was a car back from the Group B days. One of
my favourite days.
Yeah, fantastic rally time. We are going to be seeing some of these out and about, and a really, really interesting opportunity to see this machinery here. There are some slightly different versions that we will see over the course of the weekend, but a little bit of smoke from it, and but heading up the hill a bit faster than some of the other machines we've seen so far.
Yeah, what a class B was, and anybody that didn't follow it rallying did when it was Group B.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I say, there'll be plenty more Group B machinery coming around, but we're still looking at some of the off-road kit. A more standard looking Land Rover heading up the hill now, and yeah, this is more like we might expect. And he's also using a bit of the grass.
Yeah, you know that they're going to take advantage from the inside curb, as it would be normally, but inside grass as it is here on the hill climb. They won't be shy of a little bit of off-road action, even on the hill. Let me ask you, Ben, are we running a Twitter feed or anything along those lines today, so people at trackside can get involved with us, I wonder?
Yeah, it would be nice to be able to get people getting involved.
A bit of interaction.
Yeah, I'm sure we can develop that so that we can get people talking to us and giving us some questions as we go through the day. We'll try and answer, or giving us some answers even. That might be even better.
That might be the way round,
yeah,
I feel.
Absolutely.
So, as we, again, the roar from outside our... And it's definitely getting a little grippier outside our commentary position here. They're kind of setting it up. And a bit of sideways action going on up the hill while we stick with the Saab. And again, the finish line is nigh. Up and under the finish, up towards the collecting area at the top of the hill.
Yeah, lovely to see. So...
It was good to see the Duke of Richmond out on the hill a little earlier on. I've got to say, up his own driveway. You'd think he knew the track quite well in the BMW touring, as they call it, but estate car to the rest of us. And he looked like he wasn't hanging around up there as well, considering how wet it was this morning.
Yeah, that's right, and a big smile on his face at the same time.
Yeah, same couldn't be said for his passenger.
Yeah. So, something slightly different again now with the off-road cars that we'll be seeing doing their fun and games as we go through the course of the weekend. Being driven fairly calmly, this one, not being taken onto the grass, as we have seen a few of the others.
Maybe they've been told.
Yes, they may be under strict instructions not to cause too much problem. And then Ari Vartman, there's next Ari Vartman escort there, which looks fun. Not a car that... but Ari...
We're going across the Indy bricks there as well, aren't we?
Yes, that's right.
They are the Indianapolis bricks that we've got across the start line there. Don't know whether he's got a bit of a lively clutch on that thing, but he's off now.
Yeah.
Plenty of lights hanging on the front of it.
From the early to mid 1990s, 1994, the Escort Cosworth, another remarkable machine, and you don't see too many of them around nowadays. But in its day, it was a pretty rapid machine as well. So climbing up the hill, the track definitely getting that bit drier as it comes through the corners here. With the section we're up, definitely drier than it was earlier.
It's got a dry line, but it's a dry line without the groove in the middle for the motorcycles. I've got to say, still a bit of caution here, moving up through the course. And if we're very lucky, will be dried out for this afternoon's motorcycles. As again we go up past the flint wall. I always think this place is a lot longer than you think it is. When you walk the track, it doesn't seem that long, but by the time you get to the top, you've travelled a fair old way. It's got your attention, that's for sure. Here we go then. This is a bit of a classic.
Yeah, one of the earlier
yeah, it is. I think.
Isn't
yeah,
it? I think.
Looks like
It's heading up now, so we're going back in time a little bit with some of the
it's a Fiat.
early. Yeah, it's Fiat. Actually,
yeah, it's a Fiat
that one, isn't it? Yes. Yeah.
So we've got a bit of timing going on. There you go, folks. So timing graphic is up on screen now. Give us a bit more of an idea of how this track is evolving and how quick these cars are getting up the hill to the finish line. And it will develop as the track goes on. The sweepers were out yesterday trying to get it as clean and tidy as it possibly could on the setup day here for all of us that arrived a day early.
So they've got a couple of Fiats coming into the event this weekend. We've got the Fiat 124 and the Fiat 131. They were both the front engine rear wheel drive Fiats of the period, and they were pretty impressive. Certainly the later 131, the Mirafiori Sport, and back in Italy they were very successful indeed. But of course it was Lancia that then sort of took on the whole program for rallying with the involvement with Fiat, and they developed by Ebarth as well and produced some great amount of success.
Yeah, definitely drying out now, and so we can see quicker times as we get through the program of the rally cars and the off-road vehicles that we've got displayed at the moment. They're fast and furious when we're getting to the top of the hill, but already past us is the next car up the hill.
Yep, they haven't got a lot of gap between them, but we'll see quite a few more coming up before the end of this, and we're getting some more modern machinery heading up as well, so you get a very different style, a different sound, a different style of driving, but it's all still much the same in terms of trying to make it work. This is an impressive run actually, heading up the hill right now. So the more current machine, and we've got quite a few contemporary rally cars to be looking forward to. This one of the Fiestas.
Again, loads of movement there on the suspension. You can see just how different eras of cars. The suspension is everything, isn't it? It's the you know, obviously raw horsepower is one thing, but the amount that the suspension moves about, depending on the rally course and the purpose built for.
Absolutely, no, it's importance that they keep it right. But he's across the line, and we got back to it looks like a Russell Brooks Escort from back in the day.
That's going to be sideways then.
Yes.
Even off the line, it's sideways. So down towards the Hill Pavilion. Yeah, haven't even really got there yet, and it's already properly sideways.
Yeah, this one, the Ford Escort Mark II RS 1800 from 1977. So I remember seeing this car, certainly on TV coverage anyway, doing its stuff, and was always very, very well driven. Up
through Moulcombe, and you can tell how many straw bales there are there. That's a danger point on this track, of course. Moulcombe Corner has caught out many a driver in the past, and we're now sort of 6 bales deep from a safety perspective, so hopefully there won't be anybody in there, but of course there has been a few takers over the years here at the Festival of Speed.
Climbing up the final part of the hill then, and keeping it pretty smooth, controlled, keeping the window open as well, just get a bit of airflow through the car, and over the line it goes. And of course we'll be concentrating on times a little bit more as we go through the latter part of the day, and particularly as we go into Sunday afternoon, when we'll be looking forward to the timed run, see who ends up with that fastest opportunity to get up the hill.